Hey, CI948 here, working on a radio. I've had this for quite a while. I thought it was kind of neat. I bought it at an antique store for like $20. This has the older, it's from 1948. It's a Zenith. And it has the old band, which they quit using like right after this radio was built. And yeah, and it's all backlit. The lights go like right here, and they like shine, and it like lights up along the tube. And I was reading somewhere that it's supposed to backlight the volume knob, but maybe that was on a different model because it doesn't really look like it do that. But thought that was kind of neat. Speakers right behind there. What do we have here? I'm not an expert on radios. Chassis or 7001. I don't know why they had 30 watts written on there and then went to 45. They crossed it out to 45 on it. There's the model. And here we have the radio itself. And this was inside of it. The light had a short. Something else is still shorted. First National Bank, Carlisle, Illinois. Service since 1878. That's kind of neat. Armstrong FM. But overall, this radio doesn't look like it's in too bad a shape. They said they fixed the light. The light would have been right here, and they just clipped that off. Look at these wires. They are just falling apart. From what I was looking online, that's pretty common with these old Zeniths. The strings there for the tuner. I believe this is a tone control in the middle here. Could be a short in one of these wires too. And that's your volume control and your power control, and this here's for your tuning and switching between the bands, the FM bands. But what I found up underneath here, let's see if I can find that wire. They had this wire right here, and I'm guessing, I think this was the negative wire, wrapped around it going over here. So and you see how much exposed wire there is. This stuff's just crumbling. Look at this, just falling apart. You know, it's just falling apart. I don't even know what happened to the rest of that wire I cut out, but it was not in good shape. There it is. Here, I'll show you that. Just crumbles. So yeah, this wire gets old and it gets bad. But the rest of them look okay-ish. So we're going to, I kind of did a quick little fix here and just bypassed that one wire and got it from being wrapped around because it looks like it got hot. Or was it? Oh, it was coming over here. Because this wire here, you can see where it melted onto that. So it got hot in there. So we're going to try plugging it in. I ended up having to just kind of take a cable and twist them together, and I think I got it figured out. Where I'm not sure if these are supposed to be one way or another, but I looked it up and said ground was supposed to be going to the radio switch. So I've got it set up to where I have it. I marked the ground on the end of the. If you can see that. So that should be right if I put that in the ground neutral plug. So in the next scene here, excuse me, we'll go ahead and plug this in and see if it makes a bunch of smoke, pops a breaker, or what. I'm going to take it outside and do that because I don't want to lose the power in my house, and the shed's on its own circuit. So alright, we will see if this thing will start making some noise. The speaker seems okay. There's a couple little tears in it here and there, but I think it'll put some sound out. Well, I tried taking this video earlier, but I took it outside. The wind noise was a little too much, so we're just going to mess with it in here. Okay. Kick her on. And also you can see the tubes glowing as she warms up.
And then there was the Arizona study, which they defined a COVID outbreak as 2 cases within a 14-day period. Yes, and the population for the mass schools was way smaller than the ones for the mass or non-mass mandate schools. I mean, it was a mess. It taught you nothing. But Rochelle Walensky, director of the CDC, went out on the Today Show, all the talking head shows, and talked about this is proof right here. We got to have masks in school. Absolutely. Yeah. And so this guy wanted to go because he had did the research before on the Georgia one to find out, okay, is there anything to this? So in addition to what you just explained, there was also this case where they were saying a 6-week period, right? The 6 weeks started in the middle of July this year. Right. Some of the schools weren't even in session yet. To help prevent cavities, most cavities went up.
Wish I had a light bulb. I'd rewire this thing to work. I actually do have a couple more of these, but they don't have the third, the older band. Boy, that sounds good. That speaker wasn't just a little bit better. Boy. I don't know if I can get anything on the other bands or not. I think we're on the low band that doesn't get used here. Should get something on this once in the middle. Maybe not. Maybe something's not working with all the bands. Well, looks like
Spiritual direction was what
I got one set of channels.
the opposite reading for Advent.
Well, that's okay. I'm going to throw this back in its box. Then we'll do a quick little ta-da of it together. I wish I had that light going in here. And then I'll probably just put it back on the shelf for display. So I thought I'd show you guys how this comes apart in case someone's looking to get into one of these. On the back you have 4 bolts. Be careful with them. I had one break already. It broke off as an entire piece. I'd already dropped it back in there. But I believe these were 1/4 inch. Yep, 1/4 inch bolts. You got 4 of them, and then what holds this back plate on, you have well, it's probably supposed to be those, but someone had a screw on this side. Take those 2 off, and that wire, and this thing you can kind of lean out, but you're probably best off to leave that in there, because in order to take this whole chassis out, there's 4 screws on the bottom here. You just take those out, and the front knobs just pull off. This one's kind of comes apart into 2 pieces. I think that's the part that's actually supposed to be lighted, but I'm not exactly sure how it does that. I read somewhere that, or heard somewhere, saw somewhere, someone was saying something about one of these things being lighted, but I don't see how. Or maybe that. That's on the volume side, I guess. I think. Oh, I may have to come back while I'm sliding these in to show you. Yeah, that would probably be the lighted part. Okay. Because that one there I do know is for your changing channels. Okay, alright. So basically slot this with the plug-in into those two holes there, and everything else should line up. Should. Yeah, there we go. And you just put your 1/4-inch screws in. Be careful with them, because don't over torque them. Don't over torque these, because I could feel that Bakelite kind of pulling in, and this Bakelite's from the 40s, so you know it wouldn't take much to mess it up. Alright, now like I said, the one goes over here. This here, the whole thing moves as one unit for your volume control, and these just push on there. They're a little hard, you got to kind of work on them. And then this here, it says tone register. I'm guessing this is actually the tone control, because there is that control behind it. But these just push on. Should clean this up. But yeah, here's kind of what that box looks like. Kind of a glossy look to it. Wish I had a light in here, because it shoots light up and around this whole dial here. Looks kind of cool. There she goes. Now this one here, the outer one, controls what band you're on. I think the middle was what we were, I don't remember. Thought we'd pick something up here. Unless I got that backwards. Hold on.
And that comes back in January. So
well, it's kind of work.
But no, I watch SNL every Saturday. If I miss it, I'll catch up with it on Hulu
it's not
the next
getting
day.
much reception
and so
now
I was really
since I put
excited
it
that Paul
in the
Rudd was the host. I didn't realize it was his fifth time hosting.
be on this one.
Folks, I told you at the beginning of 2021 to make getting your will done a priority. Haven't done it. The good news is the year isn't over yet, but you better hurry. Go to mamabearlegalforms.com to get your will done today.
Well, I had planned on this being its own little video, but there's not a whole lot to say about it. It's a JVC, what is it, Model 550. Just a radio I like. It's got where you can have two different sets of speakers, or you can have the audio out. It's got where you can put a tape and extra power, so you can plug in other stuff with it. It was kind of a fancy one, I think. I like it. I almost wonder if that's on AM, which, let's see here.
shops and compares all the top term life plans.
Now,
With you the whole time to make sure that your family is taken care of. That's why I've used and recommended for over 20 years. Go to Zenith.com or call 800-356-4282.
this even has some weight to it. Look at that when you throw it.
These sad stories.
For the first time since you went to the never come to any of the
But I think I'm way far off. Nope, can't have that. Signal. You can't even see it, can you? Yeah.
That's right. We may be able to do a simple alarm takeover and save you money on monitoring. No more late customer service or overpaying for monitoring. To learn more, check out
Nope, that ain't it either.
Hey guys, Service Merge with Supplement Superstores. You know the holidays are here and so are the pounds. I don't know.
That's kind of odd. They'll pick one up, but not the other.
And the turkey and the holiday ham. There are so many things to do.
We're like
And that's part of the problem if
98.
you're trying to stay on track with your weight, right?
there.
Well, 213 complex is what you need to know about. 213 complex optimizes thyroid function so your metabolism.
Well, if that's the case, if we're right around 100,
Stores on Wabash Avenue across from the mall today. Ask them how 213 Complex can help you. Tell them Sarah Smurf said yes and
Oh,
receive
I think we
25%
might.
discount. You're gonna love it.
When government conducts business behind closed doors, who's keeping
there it is.
Between 92.7 WMA
Yeah. So that's AM. So that's AM we're listening to. Okay. I was just curious on that. I don't know if anyone else was. If anyone's even still watching this. So, the big thing that they advertise is being an FM radio, and I'm getting AM stations. Because the FM doesn't seem to be working. Up here, I should get something if this is... No. Yeah. So, it works as an AM radio. Nope, nothing.
Which, by the way, I would love to interview someone sometime who does
Oh,
the
well.
proxy.
Alright, I think that's gonna...
Topics Undisputed with Skip and Shannon. Weekdays at 9 Eastern on FS1 and the Fox Sports app.
Greatest read on earth. Playing your trip today at
Alright. Well, I think that's going to do it for this video. I'm just going to unhook the wires and everything and just put this back on display. I've always wanted to know if it would work and see what was up with it, because it's been a display model for quite a while. You know, it's been on my shelf for quite a while. So, quite a few years. I was just thought, one of these days I need to tear into that. I've been watching this guy on here on YouTube called Shango66. He kind of fixes up these radios. Jordan Peer does stuff like this too, and you know, I like watching their stuff all the time. So I was like, I ought to give that a try. My grandpa was big into redoing ham radios. He'd take something like this, and it'd be something simple for him to fix up. But I'm not so skilled with this. But that one wire definitely was an issue. I can't believe that, and apparently that's the way they did it. They have the part of the positive wire going through, and then the ground wire like wrapped around it. And it's like, that's just a short waiting to happen. So, alright, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.